he talked about the banning of, or the speaking of the banning of intoxicating hemp products. And Seth Rogen talked about it because he just came out with a hemp or a Delta, is it Delta 9, like a Delta 9 drink or something?
Yeah, he's trying to go, statewide with his new drinks.
And it's hemp derived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way you can get your drinks everywhere else,
everywhere,
and into the mainstream, into the liquor stores and the Targets of the world outside of California, is to make them out of hemp derived THC.
Right. And the reason that we can do that, the way that we can do that, is because of something called what was it? Just like the hemp bill,
the farm bill.
The farm bill, very generic, right? So it basically said that hemp derived products are allowed. It was, and they call it a loophole, right? That is what everybody calls it. We called it that, but apparently, the dude who helped build this whole thing, the Farm Bill, alongside good old Mitch McConnell, said that this wasn't a loophole. It's like they were doing it on purpose, because it included all of the things that needed to get through. So like extracts, derivatives, now we can use the full plant, is basically they were saying. They were like, we can build our markets, and we could do it through this green rush. Everybody's so excited about weed. It's so hard to get a cannabis derived THC, and you couldn't even get CBD products that you could ingest for a second, and because nobody knows, like everything is rushed and the rules are just made, and they're like, yeah, okay. And then they point people who don't know what they're doing in the cannabis places of government, and then a mess happens, and then you get things like the Farm Bill where they were like, okay, well, this is how we can navigate through that. We can do this. But once they did that bill, the regulators like the FDA and whatnot, they didn't follow up. They were just like I said, like, go do it. We'll see you later. I hope it's good for you. So they didn't do any regulations for quality like we have in cannabis derived markets. They didn't do any regulations for the food, for literally what is in it. what is in this package that you're getting from, first you saw the storefronts, but then you saw Delta 9 at the rest stop gas station. And that's what you saw with CBD. And we were always adamant about you knowing what you are consuming when you're consuming it. But this Farm Bill kind of didn't have any follow-up on it. So that gap is what caused the madness that you see now. And now everybody, because it is associated with the cannabis plant, everybody's like, whoa. And like, they're like, ban it. And they're like, pull this back. No, Seth Rogen, you can't have your drink in Target. No, whatever. You can't have your deltas and your CBs and your extracts and your isolations. You can't have. There's no more of that. We're gonna walk it all back. So dangerous. That's what they're saying. Which is what this guy's saying. His name is Steve Bevin.
Yes.
He is like, oh, relax, smoke a joint. We don't want prohibition, because that is what we started with. So we don't want nothing. We need something. This has brought revenue. This has brought money. This just needs a little bit of regulation. We just need to try to do maybe what cannabis-derived markets have done. But relax, you bunch of crazies. But of course, the GOP is just like, no. We told you this was going to be the way it is. Now children are taking these Delta 9 gummies and smoking Delta 9 pens from Canal Street. You know what I mean? Like, from like the hot dog guy. You know what I mean? Like, which is certainly the fault of not having any regulations and follow up on this act. So I just wanted to follow up on that story that we talked about last week, because I feel like that's important to know. It wasn't a loophole necessarily. They just wanted to bring biz.
Yeah. Now that we're finding out that this was actually like engineered and thought about, that it was just left intentionally vague so that all of these products could get the CBDs, all the CBD, getting the CBD into the hands of the consumer, the people that actually needed it, and creating more wellness products that were safe to use, and also letting farmers grow hemp like they did 100 years ago for so many different uses. But then all of the people started getting into synthetic cannabinoids, and
Right.
I think that's the part that really started to scare people, because we started seeing like the synthetic cannabinoids that were out there, and
Right.
that were like the THCOs, and a fish started sending us pictures from the bodegas of vapes that were like supposed to be like 10 times stronger than THC. And that's where people started to get worried, and then the reefer madness of it all starts coming back. But